try to do a run that my son named Chase has asked me to do. He asked me to do a no weapons run on God of Weapons. So instead of having any weapons, we're going to try using the Crusader. And he deals AoE damage around him equal to 100% of his recovery and all shields black value every 0.5 seconds. So we're going to stack recovery and shields and see if we can do this. I'm actually going to try this. So you have to start with a weapon no matter what. And we're going to do this, which is the commandment of sword. It adds adjacent armors add recovery and adjacent shields add block. And we're going to go on level 5. So the first floor will have a weapon, but after that we won't have a weapon. And I'm going to try this on the gems, which I haven't never tried this, and see what happens. You start with one shield, and we're going to say a little prayer and see what happens here. So we should do okay on this first floor because we do have a weapon, but after that we'll see what happens. Oh, the statues are going to be tough to break without weapons. We're going to get out of here. We're going to have to be doing a lot of moving to do this because no weapon is going to make it a little bit harder. So we'll see what happens. I don't know how this is going to go. I told my son I'd give it a try, so sell our weapon to start with. And again, we're going to say a prayer and see what happens. So we can automatically just start banning weapons because we're never going to take a weapon. So I'm just going to banish weapons that I see all the time. I don't see that very often, so I'm going to not banish that one. We're looking for shields and recovery. I think my son's requirement also makes me not be able to use summon items. So we'll probably be able to ban those too, but trying to banish, accidentally clicked. So I'm out of banishes, so I will just watch whatever happens. More barrels, luck and crit. I don't do a lot of recovery runs, so we'll have to really pay attention to figure out which items give me recovery. I do know that attack speed affects how fast the blocks come back, so attack speed, even though we're not going to have any weapons, will matter. Adjacent armors. So 3 recovery from every shield I put next to this. Seems good. I think that item over there was a recovery item that I just bypassed. Have to keep my eyes a little closer this time. It's going to be a tough run, that's for sure. And we want melee power, because this adds block for each melee power, so keep an eye out for that too. Range increases how far the shield aura is. Again, gonna be a tough run. We'll see what we can do here. We love luck, like always. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. Looking for some recovery or shields. Last shield. Alright. We got 4 shields. 17 recovery, 8 attack speed, and some range. Let's see what happens. We're out of money and out of rerolls, so now we just run around and watch our aura hopefully do things. working right now. We're not getting overwhelmed yet. Let's see if we can even kill a statue, because I don't know if we can. Oh, I guess we can. Yay, the aura hits statues. That's good to know. So there's some definite items we want, if we can find them. So I'll keep an eye out and I'll point them out when we see them. This is going to be a very difficult run for me. Vitality, armor, negative move speed, melee power, magic power. Recovery, but negative move speed, but shields receive 1 block for every 2 melee power. We need some more melee power. That's melee power. Gets us up to 19. That's melee power, but I don't want that. So now we're just keeping our eyes out for another shield. Would be ideal at this point. Or luck would be nice. Or luck or melee power. Luck or melee power. I'm going to go with the luck. I mean, the melee power, not the luck. And I guess I'll take this for the luck, even though it's going to lower my attack speed a little. We'll have to make that up in the next floor. Let's go and see what happens here. So far it seems to be working pretty good though. I'm actually quite impressed with how easy things are dying. It'll get harder as the levels go on. And the more shields we have, the more damage that the thing will do. So you see how we're doing 47s, but I just lost a shield and now it's only 38. So it seems to be working pretty good. We'll see if we can pull this out the whole time. We'll move this over here, move this over here, move that up there. We got a gem. I don't know if we're going to ever be able to slot a gem, but there is some gems that add recovery when they're in a slot. There's things around it, so that might be useful later on. We'll see. I don't want more attack speed loss, but I think at this point beggars can't be choosers. Another shield, gotta take it. I think I sell this luck stone and pick up this one because it doesn't have the negative attack speed. Trying to get our attack speed back up. I like that for the melee power and attack speed. This adds recovery but takes away move speed. And at this point, our aura deals AoE damage, 100% of recovery, and all shields block value. So right now, our block value is a whole bunch of 19s, so there's 5 19s, which is almost 100 damage. Plus, so it's 125 a second, or however often. I don't know, we'll see. We'll hit reroll one more time just to see if anything. I think we'll go with this, see where we get, see how this looks for us. Again, it's working better than I thought it was going to. We're definitely got to do some dodging of some of the things that we don't normally dodge because they just die off screen. But maybe if we get our range high enough, this circle will cover the whole map and I won't have to move around. That might be nice. We'll see what happens. That worked really well though. I was actually quite impressed with that. It's so weird seeing weapons and not taking them. So that's going to be a guaranteed. It's another shield. So now we're surrounded with shields around here. That's as many shields as you can fit next to this commandment of swords. So we don't want minus range at all. Crit and lower vitality. I don't know if the thing can crit, but we're going to try it and see if we get enough crit. Does it start doing something? I don't know. Don't think I can take that. I need higher armor. I actually, if I get the another one of these whetstones, I'm going to replace this handle wrap. Don't think I'm ready for an elite, but you know what? You can't tell if you are if you don't ever get one. So, oh no, I can. So we're going to try an elite. See where we sit right now. We might not be anywhere close to enough damage yet. And then we'll just be running around like a crazy man. So get rid of that, add that. Not gonna take another one of those, like I said. In fact, I would rather have more recovery. Think we'll hit reroll one more time. I think that's where we're gonna go. Let's see how we do with an elite with this build. Note that we can only kill them if we get close to them. Of course, it has to be one that throws the fireballs or the little balls at you. Well, I killed the elite by just dancing around. It's kind of impressive. I don't know that I expected to do that. I thought I was gonna have to just say, yep, I can't kill those yet, but doing more damage than I expected. So that's good. This challenge might be possible, what that just told me. Alright, even though we have all the shields we can around this thing, we're going to pick up more because more shields equals more damage, because our aura is based on the block value of all shields. And pick up some move speed and luck. At this point, we're dying for luck. Vitality and recovery, but negative luck. Don't know if I can do that. Gives me 4 recovery. Yeah, we'll try it for right now. If we don't like it, we can always change it out. If I have the money, take a revival. I definitely don't want to do another negative luck. I don't care about the revival that much. In fact, I know I just bought it, but I'm getting rid of it. I'd rather have another shield. Alright, let's see what the next floor brings us. taking a little bit of block down. Ooh, that was a hard one. I don't know what just hit me, but something just tore me up. I didn't even see it. I think it was one of those birds that literally can one-shot you. Again, this is working better than I thought it was going to. I don't know if it's going to work all the way till the high levels, but I'm very impressed with how well this is working right now. Alright, we took one elite. Do you think we could take two? Let's give it a try. I've always want more spaces. Another range item because I'm not feeling three. Don't know if I don't know if I'm up for this. I may have just killed the run, but we'll see what happens. Attack speed for sure. And there's a big shield that gets +1 armor for each adjacent weapon. I don't have any weapons, so it's not going to get any of that. I don't think I can do I don't think I want that. If I get rid of... I don't know if I can do this. Like, I don't know if I should do this. Let's say it that way. If I get rid of this guy, put this shield over here, so this gets 1 armor for each adjacent weapon, but there's no weapons adjacent to it. So it gets no armor, but it does get 36 block damage. We'll give it a try. You'll see that its cooldown right now is 4.6 seconds. And that goes down the faster your attack speed is, so we need to get our attack speed up. I like the chrono dice. We're going to hold off on it right now. And there's nothing for the anvils that we always buy. That's interesting. Again, another one of these shields. Think I'm going to lock it in but not take it. And I'm going to go to the next floor and try to run away from 3 elites. There's Elite 1, Elite 2, and Elite 3. Invulnerable. Let's go stand in the middle of them and just see if we can kill them before they kill me. We're out. I think I killed one of them before the vulnerability left. Another invulnerability. Go stand in them and pray. Nope, didn't get them. But we did some damage to them. Oh, maybe we did kill them. Look at that. 2 invulnerabilities. We killed them. Nice. Maybe there's something to this, Chase. +4 melee. That's a perfect item. It adds armor, it adds melee power, and negative lifesteal, which we can't use. Such a weird build. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I'm just ignoring if there's weapons in there. There's no sense even looking at them. We killed an elite before, so we can do it again. What do we get this time? We got attack speed. That's a good stat. Basically every stat that we can get here is going to be useful. This one lowers our move speed, which is kind of sad, but that's melee power and damage, but it's negative luck, and I'm needing the luck right now, so I don't think I can. I'm gonna lock it, but not buy it. Definitely buying that. So that's a guaranteed. In fact, that's greater than this. It has melee power and attack speed. And this is damage, and we're going to need that, so I'm going to lock it in. Don't think I can take it right now. So we're just going to move on to the next floor and see what happens. We will have an elite again, so here's our elite. It's the spinner guy. Stay away from him while he's spinning. Circle him when he's not spinning. There he goes spinning. Kind of working. I'm quite impressed actually at how much damage I seem to be doing. Like, I don't know what I expected, but I did not expect to be doing this much damage. Like, they're dying fast. More luck. What do we have here? Increase resource gain in the pattern. Increase experience in the pattern. For each recovery item in the influence, +6. What do we got for a pattern? So that's interesting. So if we put this somewhere like that, do we get rid of 10 range? I think we do. I think that that's more important. So we put this here, like this, and you see this covers all of those things. And if we can find one more recovery item, which I'm sure I have at this point, maybe not. Other than, do these count as recovery items right now? They do not. Okay. So we need one more recovery item. Well, we'll fill that in for right now and see if we find something better. Oh, there's our melee and armor. Again, armor adds to our block value, and our block value adds to our damage. So we're trying to get all of that up as high as we can. It's a very, very different build. For each recovery item, +6 recovery. So we're at 66 recovery. That's pretty intense. I don't know that I expected this to go this well. Honestly, when he said he wanted me to do this, I was like, I'll give it a try. But I felt that it was almost guaranteed to be a failure. Oh wait, this is adding 24 recovery. shields don't count. I see the recovery now. So 24 recovery by having 4 recovery items around it. Nice. This is a useless item to us. Normally I like this item, but no lifesteal in this build. That's a much better range. That gets us back up to our range cap. And melee power. You know, I'm going to replace that shield with this shield. It's only 11 versus... Let's do something here. What happens if I put this here? 41, that's so much better. That blocks 5. So those are much less, but 43 and 49, those are pretty big. Okay, so basket lock. That adds vitality and recovery. Lowers our armor, but I don't know that I can pass that up. Let's go ahead to the next floor. So let's hit a few more so we have some money. Say a prayer for something nice. We don't care about summon power. We're gonna take that. 10 more damage. 10 more % damage. Negative 10 experience. And you're a keeper. We're gonna go to the next floor. We're not gonna change anything out yet. Very impressed at how much damage I seem to be doing with this build of no weapons. Like, I really thought I would be struggling hardcore. Lost a couple shields there, which isn't exactly what I wanted. Oops, another mimic. Dodge around, dodge around. Only thing is, we're not near the amount of range that I'm used to doing, so there's some invulnerability. Love that for me. So that was one of the harder levels with all the AoE damage, and we pretty much walked around and just killed everything. Wasn't too bad. Alright, melee power for every melee power item in the influence. What do we have for an influence? So if we put this here, we can put this here. This here, put this here, that adds 28 melee power. Projectile power we don't care about. Experience gain, resource gain, experience gain, medium, small, large. So now we'll throw this in there, and one slot. So if I put this here and I sell this, get that. Well, that's not what I wanted to get, but that is something I wanted. I'm going to sell this too. Move this over, move this over. So we can fit to here to get that. 5 and 8, -4 luck. We'll hold on to, but we're not going to buy. Oh, such a just crazy weird build. Do I want another shield? You know, this is +1 arm. It doesn't. I'm not getting the bonus for this, so I'm gonna actually get this. It's a little less block damage, but it gives me more cooldown or more damage on cooldown, which, if I take hits, adds a ton of damage. I'll definitely get the armor. And don't care about that. We'll hold on to that. I think we just go to the next floor. Our move speed is 0. Well, that's not exactly where I thought we would be. I guess these gloves are adding... No? What's making our negative move speed? Don't know what's making our negative move speed. Not the shields. Not the... Oh, so that's -8 right there. Okay. We'll fix that at some point. We'll have to go with this for right now. Our recovery is all the way up to 73, which is quite a bit of life healing. Let's see what happens. Gonna have 2 elites chasing me around from it, or 3 elites chasing me around again. Really need to find an invulnerability, but I'm not finding one. Killed 2 of the elites. Did I kill all the elites? Wow. This is actually working, Chase. We're up to 215 damage. It doesn't appear that our our aura can crit, so probably not going to do any more crits because I haven't seen a single crit so far. You'll notice every single one of the damages is just white damage. Crits would add yellow, so I'm not seeing any of them, which to me means that they can't crit. So we'll stop taking anything that adds crit. That just seems like a wasted stat. It's negative damage. Adds to vitality, and which is a lot more hit points. But it doesn't really, and it's an armor item. I don't know if I want to get rid of 6 luck though to take it. I think I'm going to. Took our life all the way up to 167. What gems did we get? Another recovery one. Let's go ahead and combine. 32 recovery per. That's life steal, experience, and projectile power. None of that matters. If we needed money, we would sell, but we don't really need money. So this is a cool one. Launches a wave of spikes when blocking. So it's a way to deal damage with our armor. I don't know if that's considered cheating or not, but I'm going to consider it not cheating from my point of view. So I'm going to lock it in. It's a 6 slaughter though, so I don't have the room for it at the moment, and I don't want to sell a whole bunch of stuff to make it. I think I'm done with the small shields. Yeah, I think I'm done with those. I don't think I want to buy any more of those. I'm now wanting to get some bigger, better shields. Damage, but minus vitality. I like that, but I don't know where I'd fit it in. Damage, but negative experience. We'll make that up with hopefully something here soon. Still need to get our luck up. I'm not enjoying being this low on luck. So this would give us attack speed, huge boost. It would make us up to 100 attack speed if we're standing still. It would also add 15 dodge chance, which I'm going to lock it in, but I'm not going to take it right now. I guess that's almost all my lock spots, so let's go ahead and just go to the next floor and see if we can start making some mayhem happen on this floor. Again, I'm still very impressed with the damage. I'm still doing enough to kill things pretty much as they spawn. Couple items that I would love to find that do a ton if you have recovery. I haven't seen them yet, but there's an invulnerability. Those are always nice when you're dealing with stuff like this. We're up to 168 health and dealing really good damage, just spinning or walking around and hitting things. And not really taking any damage, so not necessarily hating this. I took 4 damage from a hit just now after block and killing everything. Like I said, there's definitely something to this. Summon duration, we don't care about. Lifesteal, we don't care about. I'm actually just going to sell all the... No. I'm going to hold on to them to combine. Anything that's massive we're going to sell if it doesn't give us what we want. But all of the larges and smalls we're gonna hold on to in case we... I would have loved to have gotten 4 slots that time, but my negative experience gain is literally slowing me down now. I guess to combat that, we'll get an experience thing to give me a little bit more experience. Lifesteal gloves we can't use. Summon power we can't use. Magic, projectile, negative melee. Projectile, melee, crit, magic power, crit, nope. And lose 80 health, or 84 health. Gain 50% damage. Let's go for it. Do one more reroll. Oh, an armor item. Well, with this, it's only -1 armor. I really want that. how do I fit this in? Like maybe I just do this. Screw the experience. Grab the armor and the damage. We're up to almost 100 damage, 100 melee power. Let's see what happens. Where's our damage at now? 242. Not quite one-shotting things, which is slightly a problem. I have a couple of elites chasing me around, which I think I knew, but alright, I got both points of interest. I was getting worried that I wasn't going to. I have 11 more seconds. Definitely need to crank our damage up though. Even though we're getting up there, we're not doing enough now because they're starting to survive. Starting to survive against our little tricks here. I'm going to sell this guy to pick this guy up because that's going to add more damage. That's summon duration, lifesteal, recovery. So another recovery gem. I'm going to combine that with this one. And this should now give lifesteal and recovery, where this one is just recovery, I believe. This is +8, this is +6. So this one adds more. Oh, but look at, it's got a further reach now because it's massive. So we need to put another couple recovery items near this. Let's see if we can rearrange a little. No recovery, no recovery. Don't think I have any other recovery items right now. This is adding recovery, but it's not actually a recovery item. This is all melee power. That's massive chipped. That's massive polished. And it's adding 40 now, so if I can get some more recovery items, we can get that cranked up even more. Oh, and this one has a different pattern, so if I put this like that, it would pick up 3 different more items. Alright, that's good to know. So we're going to put that down there just to kind of set it off to its side. Still haven't picked up the fan. Still worried about my damage. This adds health gained per floor, so it automatically gives us some health gained, gains us some experience and some resource. Not gonna take that. Let's lifesteal armor. I'm actually I guess I go down to 15 luck to get some more armor, just because armor is where it's at for me right now. Alright, that's an awesome item. That's experience gain, which will get us back to positive, and melee. It is negative move speed. You know what? We're going to go to negative move speed. We'll see what happens with that. Right now, we seem to be doing enough damage to kill everything without doing anything, which is kind of cool. More of those things I have to dodge. Do I have something that's freezing things? Because there's mobs spawning and then they're instantly freezing, and I don't think I have anything that freezes. I don't know. Alright, we're definitely not taking those anymore. We learned our lesson. We'll move this over here, this over here. Our attack speed goes a little bit higher. I'll hold this, but I'm not going to buy it right now still. I'll hold this, but I'm not going to buy it because I don't want to sell anything. Just got the positive experience. And now we're going negative again. Another armor. Definitely selling you for armor. Need to get my melee power as high as possible. And armor adds to melee power. Actually, recovery adds to melee power. Vitality, armor, negative move speed. Another armor. Floor 14. Grab a couple of elites and see how we're doing stacking up on damage. Elites are always difficult just because they don't die instantly to your stuff like the other stuff seems to be doing. Killed that one. That one's beating us up pretty hard. Killed him. Let's try slowing down and kind of chilling out a little. Say that, I have to start moving again. See that points of interest that I just got, so that's cool. Randomly pick up a point of interest that you don't even notice there. So focused on trying to avoid the enemies and still kill them. Wasn't even paying attention. Alright, got 4 more spaces and a couple more gems. Let's see what we got here. Summon power, summon duration. Sure. Lifesteal, luck, items do I even have anymore? Let's see. Not many. I have 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I can do a little rearranging here. Maximizing my luck. So this one said +6 luck per luck item. Alright, so that goes there. Let's put these down here for a second. Bring this up. That down. Still working this out. Let's see. Bring him up there. Bring him over there. So we have 3 slots, all singles. Magic power, experience gain. We only have 1 experience gain thing, and it's sitting over here. Let's add some more experience gain just to really maximize that. Resource gain, I'm not too concerned about right now. Lifesteal, projectile, experience. This is a large and that's a small, so that adds more. Add the armor. Down here. I need another luck. Oh, I do have another luck. Okay, I just realized something. This guy adds luck here and here, here and here. So I need to find a way to get this here. Perfect. Okay, so I need 1 more slot item. What was that one that added luck? Or was that experience? It was experience. Magic, projectile, lifesteal. This one adds recovery. Let's put this up here for right now. Let's add some recovery. 101 recovery, 116 melee. It's actually not too bad. I'm really impressed with this run still. We might actually be able to kill the boss, which will surprise me to death. Don't think I'm ready for that. Don't think I want that. I think that's fine, but we're not going to buy it right now. It's another experience gain item, which would take us way up on experience, but we're already at +1, which is so much higher than we've been the rest of this run. Let's see what happens. Doing 277 on every. Gotta kill the elites before I go for the points of interest. Ideally. Get invulnerability and just be able to stand here, kill the elites. We didn't kill them though. killed both this time, but not too bad. The boss is going to be the real interesting. Um, 'Cause he's got like double the hit points of what those guys did. It's 9 experience versus plus 6. I want to try to get this fit in somewhere, but I don't want to sell too many items to get it. Could sell one of these and one of these. Move this over here. Let's figure out what we're doing here. So if we put this down here, put this up here, put this down here, put this over here, put this over here, this over here, and this over here. That picked us up another huge shield. Lowered our block a little, but picked up a ton more. Actually, I don't know if it lowered our block, because these are only adding, oh, I guess there's 69. This is 89, so I sold a, I don't know, it's close. It's very close. Next is floor 16. Oh, we're doing it because now we're just crazy. Let's go ahead and crank up 4 elites and see what happens. More negative move speed, more recovery. Don't think there's any way I can do this, so I'm going to try just for a second, just for, bear with me. Alright, so if we put this way, put this over here, we can pick this up, which is in that sphere of influence, right? So it went up to 48 versus 40, so even more recovery. All of that to gain 4 recovery. That seems like a lot, but we'll see what happens. Vitality recovery minus luck. I think I need the luck more. Melee, projectile, and adding 12 more recovery. It's not that great, but until we get some more recovery items, I guess there's not much we can do about that. This is maximized. We'll put this over here just to get another one of those. Lock in the experience item because do I want another shield? I do, but I don't want to get rid of anything, so we're going to lock it in. Maybe we don't have to. Let's go for 6 elites. You know, we've been doing fine. When 5 elites aren't enough to kill, or when 4 aren't enough to kill you, let's just go up to 6 and see what happens. Alright, I need a 1 slaughter to get rid of to make this all fit. Who's my 1 slaughter? Not armor, not melee power. So I really need this range back. Not armor or melee. Not armor, not melee. That's my luck. That's my experience gain. That's melee power. 48 recovery. You know, this is only 12 recovery. Let's throw this over here for right now. And see if we can figure out a way. Here's the way. Like that. There. This is still getting the experience from that skull. Yep, that's how we'll roll for right now. Lifesteal, summon power, resource, experience. I think that's all we're going to do. Again, I like this guy, but at this point, I'll lock it, but I'm not going to trade my whole world to make it happen. Next round, we're going to sell, or we're going to re-roll a whole bunch of times and see if we can. Bitten off a little bit more than I can handle with this many elites. I may just be dodging the whole time, but if we can find an invulnerability, maybe we can actually try to fight them, but with no invulnerability, I'm just a dodging fool. Little dodging fool. Every one of the bros has been letting me down so far. I just killed an elite. There's a lot of elites still alive, but I did kill 1. Not bad. We survived the crazy 6 elites that I set myself up for, so that added a whole bunch more experience, which we were kind of hurting for. I'm going to move this over here. Move this down here. So I can take another one of these. What do we got? Magic power. Don't care about. Sell. I'm just going to start selling these things. So anything that's not a stat we care about. So So we'll combine these two. Increase our experience gain. Whatever. Resource gain, not a big deal. Summon power, don't care about. Summon quantity, I normally care about. Dodge, chance. We'll hold on to that one. Lifesteal, we never care about. Armor, but negative move speed. I'm not ready to do that yet. What is this? Devour all gold you have not picked up. For every 400 gold devoured. So I just unlocked this item. I haven't seen it before. It's great for a summoner where it's not what we're doing this time, so we're not picking it up. Range. Locking in. Experience. And melee power. Sure. And even less move speed, because why not? If we can find the eye that adds to range based on negative move speed, we might be in a good spot. So I'm going to hit some re-rolls and see what we can find for cool items. We have decent luck. We should have a chance to find some cool things. That's damage, but no positives for us right now. That's summon. That shield doesn't really do anything for us. Again, summons. Great armor. But I don't think I can do that right now. I don't know. 25 vitality, 20 armor, restore hit point. Yeah, I need my recovery. That's the recovery crystal, but it adds magic power. It's the best recovery item in the game, but I'm gonna lock it, but I'm not gonna take it right this second because I have to think about magic power. Yeah, we did a whole bunch of cranking up our experience, so now we can lower it back down. Attack speed, crit chance. We decide we don't care about crit. So this is a way that I can do damage without a weapon. Vitality and armor explosion based on my dashing around. So I am definitely going to take this. I just have to now think about what I'm going to get rid of to be able to get that. It adds to armor and vitality, lowers my move speed and my attack speed. Maybe we get rid of one shield, not my range. Maybe you? Let's see what we can do here. Throw that there. Luck. Actually going to do the luck. And recovery's 102. That's attack speed to get it back up over 100. See, this is really getting tough because sell you. hold off on you. I'm going to lock you. I'm not going to even lock you. 18 effects. I'm going to lock you. And that's the last reroll. Okay. We're going to hold off like this, see what happens. So now when I dash, I'll leave these flames on the ground, and those flames deal damage. It's just another way I can deal damage without actually having a weapon. You notice our circle's pretty big now because we just increased the range even more. We're just trying to stay taking too much damage because the more shields we have out, the more damage we do. Time we get hit, our damage goes down. Oh, that's invulnerability. Well, that wasn't bad at all. Almost up to 200 health. 8 spaces. It's the most we've had in a long time. Alright, we're definitely adding the attack speed. Don't think we want that. Let's see what we got for gems. Melee power, medium shift. Projectile power, sell. Magic power, sell. Experience gain, keep. Experience gain, medium. Medium. Experience gain 7. That's 9. Resource gain. Projectile power cell. Dodge chance. We're gonna hold on to. I forgot. Dodge chance. Armor. Definitely keeping that one. How many armor items can we fit next to it? Let's see if we can min-max this guy. So put this armor up there. The only slot not touching an armor now is this guy, but I don't want to move him. Turn this, I can put this here, and then what if we do it that way? Let's completely change our concept here for a second. Bam. 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 Up to 40. So if we have one more armor thing here, there it is. 56 armor added with that. That's pretty good. throw that there. See what else we got here. Lifesteal, I'm never going to use. Melee power we might use. Dodge, dodge, resource, and experience, experience. Large. Oop. Well, that was a mistake. Okay. So, I'm going to take this with the caveat that I may sell it. Crank our damage up, because we're at that point. We're really looking for some good items right now. This can go here, and if this goes down here and this moves up, this comes down here and this moves over, then this can go here. That's picking that up and that up, so we can drop this down, put this here, put this here, put this here, and this here. And that's touching all of them. Now we're just looking for some good items that are gonna push us over the top. Don't think that's it. Let's see, these are 3, that's 7. Sell this and this. Put that there. I'll lock it again. Not exactly excited about it. Alright, that's a recovery gem. It's also a lifesteal gem. And that's another armor. So all of those things are benefits. We're gonna lock, lock. That doesn't do anything. Alright, we're gonna go like this. Floor 18. Next round is the round we have to pick up all of our good stuff. Dodging because I forgot we have a whole bunch of elites. And we don't have the move speed to really dodge them, so we're just dashing around and praying. There's a invulnerability. There's another invulnerability, so we're going to stand in the middle of them and just pray that we kill them all. I think I did. The range isn't quite long enough to kill all these things that are ranged themselves, so we're having to dodge a lot, which I don't normally have to do. Still going really good. Our experience is a little lower and our damage is a little lower, but I'm not unhappy with the way this is going. Alright, we're going to pick up these recovery, pick up this armor. Oh, I meant to grab spots over here to, right here to fill that in. But, yeah, sometimes you mess up. Experience gain. Nothing really there, so at this point I'm kind of looking for specific items, things that add range, like this. So I know I just bought that, but I'd rather range than that. I need my range to get way up there at this point. buy this for the moment just so that we have more things show up in our purchases. We never buy the crown because it's lifesteal. And I'm going to lock that in. And maybe I'll sell this, move this over here, move this up here. So I need a recovery slot here and an armor slot here to be able to put things, and then I'll be maximizing all of those. I have 135 recovery, 131 melee power, going into floor 19. Let's give it a try. Look at how wide our circle is now. It's getting to be pretty intense. Oh, elites. Dash away, dash away, dash away. Dash away, dash away, dash away. Oop. Invulnerable. Kill everything. Get out of the way. Vulnerable. Kill everything. Get out of the way. Invulnerable. Kill everything. Get out of the way. Yeah, our damage is high enough that we're actually keeping up with the kills here. There's some things that are hurting us, but they're not hurting us. We're still at 209 health. I think I just killed all the elites. So yeah, I'm very happy that we may actually kill the boss on level 20, not just run from him the whole time. Which is crazy to say with no weapons. We're going to go ahead and take our extra 50% damage. What was our gem? Gem goes here. Let's see, the gem was resource gain. Large, massive. I'm not going to take a resource gain, so I'm just going to leave it whatever. Another glove. More armor. The recovery sword. I love this sword, but yeah, we're not taking it because it's a sword. We will take the armor. We will take the armor. Wow, all of the good legendaries are showing up, but not the tier 4s that I'm looking for. Have 143 recovery, 137 melee power. At this point, I don't think I'm going to get what I'm looking for. So, I guess we go into the floor 20, see what happens. Slaying people right now, so all the elites are dead because the elites are gonna mess me up if I stay near them. I don't think we're gonna kill the boss. I'll survive the round. I don't think we're gonna kill the boss. We gave it a good try though. But he's at more than half life. I haven't seen any barrels to gain invulnerability. So we beat him, but we weren't able to kill him. So we just survived him. Let's go ahead and end the floor and see where our damage was. I think it's going to be decent. Yeah, we had 3 million total damage. That's not bad for not a single weapon in our inventory. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this run. Alright, talk to you guys later. Hit subscribe, like. Thanks for watching.